Maybe tonight you feel the weight of a burden that seems too heavy to carry. Your body aches with fatigue, your mind races with worries, and somewhere deep within your spirit you're crying out for relief. Perhaps you've been carrying pain for so long that it feels like a permanent part of who you are. But what if I told you that tonight could be different? What if I told you that while you sleep, something miraculous can happen? Tonight, you don't have to wrestle with your pain alone. Tonight, you don't have to toss and turn with anxiety eating at your peace. Tonight, healing is waiting for you, not the kind of healing that requires you to do anything or be anywhere special. The kind of healing that comes when you simply rest in the presence of the one who created rest itself. Your weariness has caught heaven's attention. Your sleepless nights have been counted. Your tears have been collected. And tonight, the God who never slumbers or sleeps is preparing to visit you with his healing presence. This isn't just another meditation or relaxation technique. This is an encounter with the supernatural power that spoke the universe into existence and still whispers peace into troubled hearts. Before we begin this journey together, I want you to know something profound. Science has discovered that our bodies do their most incredible healing work while we sleep. Our cells regenerate, our minds process and release stress, our immune systems strengthen. But there's something even more powerful at work when we invite God's presence into our rest. When the natural meets the supernatural, when our human need meets divine love, miracles happen in the quiet hours of the night. You might be wondering if this is really for you. Maybe you've been hurt by disappointment before. Maybe you've prayed for healing and felt like your prayers bounced off the ceiling. Maybe you're sitting here tonight thinking that God has forgotten about you, or that your situation is too complicated, too broken, too far gone. Let me speak directly to that doubt in your heart right now. There is no pain too deep for God's healing touch. There is no wound too old for his restoration. There is no situation too complex for his wisdom. There is no heart too hardened for his love to soften. Tonight, we're not just hoping for healing. We're positioning ourselves to receive what heaven has already prepared for us. Think about this for a moment. When Jesus walked the earth, he healed people in their sleep. He spoke to storms, and they became perfectly calm. He touched broken bodies, and they became whole. He looked at tormented minds and brought perfect peace. That same power, that same love, that same healing presence is available to you right now. Not because you've earned it, or because you're perfect, but because you are deeply, unconditionally loved. Tonight, your bedroom becomes a sanctuary. Your bed becomes an altar. Your rest becomes worship. As you surrender to sleep, you're not just giving your body the rest it needs. You're creating space for the divine healer to do what only he can do. You're opening your heart to receive what your soul has been crying out for. I want to share something with you that might surprise you. The most profound healings often happen not when we're striving or struggling or trying harder, but when we're still, when we're quiet, when we're resting. There's something about the surrender of sleep that creates the perfect atmosphere for God's healing power to flow. Your pain has been screaming so loudly that it's been hard to hear anything else. Your anxiety has been so overwhelming that it's crowded out hope. Your weariness has been so consuming that you've forgotten what peace feels like. But tonight, we're going to quiet all those voices and create space to hear the gentle whisper of the one who says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." This isn't about having enough faith or saying the right words or being spiritual enough. This is about receiving a gift that's already been given. This is about opening your hands to accept what love wants to pour into your life. This is about believing that you are worthy of healing, worthy of peace, worthy of the tender care of your Creator. As we prepare to enter this sacred space together, I want you to release any pressure you might be feeling. You don't have to make anything happen. You don't have to perform or prove anything. You simply have to be present. You simply have to be willing. You simply have to say yes to the possibility that tonight could be the night everything changes. The healing presence of God isn't limited by time zones or circumstances or the darkness outside your window. It's not hindered by your past mistakes or your current struggles or your fears about tomorrow. God's healing power transcends every limitation, every barrier, every wall that pain has built around your heart. Tonight, we're going to experience something that millions of people throughout history have discovered. We're going to find out what happens when we stop fighting our battles alone and invite the Prince of Peace into our struggle. We're going to learn what it means to rest, not just physically, but spiritually, emotionally, mentally. We're going to discover that healing isn't always about the removal of pain, but sometimes about the presence of love that makes the pain bearable. Your story isn't over. Your healing journey isn't finished. Your best days aren't behind you. Tonight is not an ending, but a beginning. Tonight is not about what you've lost, but about what you're about to receive. Tonight is not about your weakness, but about God's strength that's made perfect in your weakness. I know you're tired of fighting. I know you're exhausted from pretending everything is okay when it's not. I know you're weary from carrying burdens that were never meant for you to bear alone. Tonight, you get to set those burdens down. Tonight, you get to stop performing and start receiving. Tonight, you get to discover what it feels like to be held by love that will never let you go. As we move forward together, we're going to create an atmosphere of expectation. Not the kind of expectation that puts pressure on you to feel a certain way or have a particular experience, but the kind of expectation that says, something beautiful is about to happen because God is faithful and His love never fails. Your bedroom tonight becomes a meeting place between heaven and earth. Your pillow becomes a place of surrender. Your blankets become a covering of peace. Your rest becomes a prayer. Your sleep becomes an act of faith that says, I trust you with my healing. I trust you with my pain. I trust you with my tomorrow. The God who painted every sunset is painting healing into your heart tonight. The God who placed every star in the sky is placing hope back into your spirit tonight. The God who causes flowers to bloom in the darkest soil is causing new life to bloom in the deepest parts of your soul tonight. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. You are not too broken to be healed. You are not too tired to be restored. You are not too hurt to be made whole. Tonight, healing presence meets your human need, and something beautiful is about to unfold. The enemy of your soul has whispered lies to you for too long. He's told you that this pain is permanent, that this struggle is your identity, that this season of suffering will never end. But tonight, those lies are being exposed for what they are. Empty threats from a defeated foe who trembles at the very mention of the name of Jesus. You see, there's something happening in the spiritual realm right now that your natural eyes cannot see. Angels are being dispatched. Healing virtue is being released. The very atmosphere around you is shifting as heaven's attention turns toward your need. This isn't wishful thinking or positive psychology. This is the reality of a God who is actively involved in the details of your life. Every tear you've cried in the darkness has been collected in heaven's bottle. Every prayer you've whispered when you thought no one was listening has reached the throne room of the Most High. Every moment you felt forgotten has actually been a moment when you were being held closer than you could imagine. Your pain has not been wasted. Your struggle has not been ignored. Your cry for healing has been heard. Tonight, we're going to discover something that religious tradition often misses, but Scripture clearly reveals. God doesn't just heal in church buildings or during prayer meetings or when you're feeling particularly spiritual. Some of His most tender, intimate, life-changing healing happens in the quiet moments when you're simply resting in His presence. When your defenses are down, when your trying is set aside, when your heart is soft and open to receive, think about how a loving parent cares for their sick child. They don't wait for the child to earn their comfort. They don't require the child to understand the medical complexities of healing. They simply provide presence, comfort, love, and whatever healing remedies are needed. How much more does your Heavenly Father long to bring healing to His beloved child tonight? Your physical body might be crying out for relief from pain that has become your unwelcome companion. Your emotional heart might be raw from wounds that seem to reopen just when you think they're finally healing. Your mind might be exhausted from racing thoughts that steal your peace and rob your sleep. Whatever form your need takes tonight, it's not too big for God's healing power, and it's not too small for His tender attention. There's a beautiful mystery in how God chooses to heal. Sometimes it's instant and dramatic, like lightning splitting the darkness. Sometimes it's gradual and gentle, like dawn slowly chasing away the night. Sometimes it's complete restoration of what was lost. Sometimes it's the gift of supernatural strength to carry what cannot be removed. But always it's wrapped in love that transforms even our deepest pain into something meaningful. Tonight, you don't need to analyze or figure out which kind of healing you'll receive. You don't need to have it all mapped out or understood. You simply need to create space in your heart to receive whatever love wants to give you. You need to quiet the noise of worry and expectation and simply rest in the truth that you are deeply, completely, unconditionally loved by the one who holds all healing in His hands. I want you to imagine something with me for a moment. Picture the most peaceful place you've ever been. Maybe it was beside a quiet lake where the water barely moved and the only sound was a gentle lapping against the shore. Maybe it was in a garden where flowers bloomed in impossible colors and the air itself seemed to whisper peace. Maybe it was in the arms of someone who loved you perfectly, where all your fears melted away and you felt completely safe. Now, multiply that peace by infinity, and you're beginning to touch the edge of what God's healing presence feels like. It's not just the absence of pain or anxiety or fear. It's the overwhelming presence of love, so pure, so perfect, so complete that it transforms everything it touches. It's peace that doesn't make sense to your logical mind, but makes perfect sense to your spirit. Tonight, that presence is not distant or theoretical. It's not something you have to travel to find or work to achieve. It's here now surrounding you, waiting for your invitation, ready to flood your heart, your mind, your body, your very soul, with healing that goes deeper than any human remedy could ever reach. Your sleep tonight becomes more than just physical rest. It becomes a sanctuary where the supernatural meets the natural. It becomes a holy place where heaven touches earth. It becomes a healing room where the great physician makes house calls to tend to every need, every hurt, every broken place in your life. Some of you might be thinking, but I've been disappointed before. I've hoped for healing, and it didn't come the way I expected. I've prayed and felt like nothing changed. I've believed and then felt foolish when my circumstances stayed the same. I understand that hesitation. I honor that protective wall you've built around your heart, but what if tonight is different? What if your past disappointments were preparing you for this moment of breakthrough? Sometimes God allows us to exhaust our own efforts, our own solutions, our own strength, so that when His healing comes, we know without a doubt where it came from. Sometimes He waits until we're at the end of ourselves, so that His power can be displayed in our weakness. Sometimes the delay isn't denial, but divine timing that makes the healing even more precious when it finally arrives. Your healing might not look like what you've imagined. It might be better, it might be different but more beautiful than what you originally asked for. It might come wrapped in a package you don't immediately recognize, but that your spirit knows is exactly what you needed. God's ways are not our ways. And His healing often comes with wisdom that our limited understanding couldn't have conceived. Tonight, we're releasing control over how, when, and in what form healing comes. We're opening love wants to give us. We're our hands and our hearts to receive whatever, trusting that the God who created our bodies knows exactly what they need. We're believing that the God who formed our emotions knows precisely how to heal our hearts. We're resting in the confidence that the God who breathed life into our spirits knows perfectly how to restore our souls. As you prepare to enter into sleep, know that you're not just ending another day. You're beginning a divine encounter. You're not just resting your body. You're positioning your entire being to receive the healing presence of the one who loves you with an everlasting love. You're not just hoping for a good night's sleep. You're opening your life to the possibility of waking up transformed. The healing presence of God moves through the quiet hours of the night like a gentle river, carrying away pain, washing clean wounded hearts, bringing life to dry and weary places in your soul. It works while you rest, restores while you sleep, renews while you dream. It requires nothing from you except your willingness to receive. Tonight, every breath you take becomes a prayer. Every heartbeat becomes a rhythm of worship. Every moment of rest becomes an opportunity for divine restoration. The darkness outside your window is not empty space, but sacred space where miracles happen and healing flows and love does its most beautiful work. You've been carrying wounds that formed long before you even understood what pain meant. Some of them came from words that were never spoken, love that was withheld when you needed it most, promises that were broken by people who were supposed to protect your heart. Some came from circumstances beyond anyone's control, losses that left holes in your life that seemed impossible to fill, disappointments that taught you to expect less and hope for smaller things. But tonight, those wounds don't get the final word. Tonight, the scars that have defined your story for so long become the very places where God's healing light shines brightest. You see, there's something mysterious and beautiful about how divine love works. It doesn't avoid the broken places in our lives. It moves directly toward them. It doesn't skip over the painful chapters of our story. It writes new endings that transform even our deepest hurts into testimonies of restoration. Your body has been keeping score of every trauma, every stress, every sleepless night filled with worry. Your nervous system has been on high alert, protecting you from dangers both real and imagined. Your muscles have been holding tension that began as emotional pain and settled into physical aches that follow you through your days. Your immune system has been fighting battles on multiple fronts, wearing itself thin, trying to keep you strong when everything else feels like it's falling apart. Tonight, we're calling a ceasefire in all those internal wars. Tonight, we're declaring peace over your body, your mind, your spirit. Not the kind of temporary truce that lasts until morning brings new challenges, but the kind of deep, lasting peace that rewrites the very code of how your system operates. The kind of peace that teaches your body how to truly rest again, how to release what it's been gripping so tightly, how to receive the restoration it's been craving. There's a verse in Scripture that says God gives His beloved sleep. Not just any kind of sleep, but the kind of sleep that comes with divine favor resting over it. The kind of sleep where healing happens on levels you can't even measure. The kind of sleep where your spirit communes with heaven while your body experiences supernatural restoration. Tonight you are that beloved, and this is that kind of sleep being offered to you. I want to tell you something that might challenge everything you've believed about healing. You don't have to be good enough to receive it. You don't have to have your life perfectly together, or your faith perfectly strong, or your prayers perfectly worded. Healing isn't a reward for spiritual performance. It's a gift of love that flows from the heart of a God who looks at you and sees not your failures, or your weaknesses, or your mistakes, but His beloved child who needs tender care. The religious voices in your head might be telling you that you need to pray harder, believe stronger, live better before you can expect God's healing touch. Those voices are not from heaven. The voice of your Father sounds different. It sounds like the gentle whisper that calls you beloved before you've done anything to earn it. It sounds like the invitation to come as you are, bringing all your brokenness, all your doubt, all your weariness, and find rest for your soul. Your healing journey doesn't begin with you having enough faith. It begins with God having enough love. And His love is more than enough to reach into the deepest places of your pain and bring restoration you never thought possible. His love is strong enough to heal what you've given up hope of ever seeing made whole. His love is persistent enough to keep working even when you can't feel it, can't see it, can't understand how it could possibly be true. Tonight, that love is not an abstract concept or a theological principle. It's a living, breathing, healing presence that's filling the very air around you. It's intelligence that knows exactly what you need and exactly how to provide it. It's power that can restructure damaged cells, rewire anxious thought patterns, restore broken emotional pathways, and breathe new life into spirits that have been crushed by the weight of this world. Some of you have been sick for so long that you've forgotten what wellness feels like. You've adapted to pain as if it's normal, arranged your life around limitations as if they're permanent, accepted dysfunction as if it's your destiny. But what if it's not? What if your body remembers how to be whole, even when your mind has forgotten? What if your spirit carries the blueprint for complete restoration, even when your circumstances suggest otherwise? There's something happening in your body right now as you rest in this moment that medical science is only beginning to understand. Your parasympathetic nervous system is engaging, telling every cell that it's safe to repair, safe to regenerate, safe to function the way it was originally designed. Your function and create the optimal brain is releasing chemicals that reduce inflammation, boost immune internal environment for healing to occur. Your heart rate is slowing to the rhythm that allows maximum restoration to take place. But there's more happening than science can measure. There's a spiritual dimension to this moment that transcends biological processes. There's a supernatural overlay to your natural healing mechanisms that multiplies their effectiveness beyond what should be possible. When divine love meets human need in the sacred space of surrendered rest, miracles become as natural as breathing. Your emotional wounds have layers that go deeper than you've ever allowed yourself to explore. Some of them formed in childhood, when your understanding of love was being written by people who were themselves wounded and limited in their ability to love well. Some developed in relationships where your trust was broken, your worth was questioned, your heart was handled carelessly by those who should have treasured it. Some came from betrayals that taught you to build walls, from rejections that convinced you that you were too much or not enough, from losses that left you feeling abandoned, even in rooms full of people. Tonight, every one of those wounds is known by name to the one who specializes in healing broken hearts. He doesn't just bandage them or teach you to cope with them or help you manage their symptoms. He heals them from the inside out, replacing the lies they taught you with truth about who you really are, replacing the fear they created with love that casts out all fear, replacing the emptiness they left behind with purpose and joy and hope that can't be taken away. The healing that's available to you tonight isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about restoring what was stolen, reclaiming what was lost, remembering who you were before pain convinced you that you were someone else. It's about discovering that underneath every wound, every scar, every place where life has hurt you, there's an original design that remains untouched by anything this world has thrown at you. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, even in your brokenness. You are loved beyond measure, even in your failure. You are chosen for purpose, even in your pain. You are destined for healing, even when it feels impossible. You are held by grace, even when you feel like you're falling. Tonight, those truths are not just words of encouragement. They're spiritual realities that are being activated in your life by the very presence of God. Your mind has been a battlefield for too long. Thoughts of worry have set up camp there and convinced you that anxiety is your new normal. Memories of hurt have built monuments there that you visit every day, rehearsing pain instead of healing. Fears about the future have painted scenarios there that steal your peace and rob your sleep and make you feel powerless in your own life. But tonight, we're taking back that territory. Tonight, we're declaring that your mind belongs to you and to God, not to every random thought that wants to torment you. Tonight, we're establishing new patterns of thinking that align with heaven's perspective on your life. Tonight, we're creating space for thoughts of peace, visions of hope, dreams of restoration that are bigger than any problem you're facing. The same power that spoke the universe into existence is speaking peace over your restless mind tonight. The same authority that calmed raging storms is commanding every anxious thought to be still. The same love that conquered death itself is conquering every fear that has held you captive. This isn't positive thinking or mental exercises or psychological techniques. This is supernatural intervention in the realm of your thoughts and emotions. Your dreams tonight become a canvas where heaven paints pictures of your healed future. Your subconscious mind becomes fertile ground where seeds of restoration take root and begin to grow. Your sleep becomes a classroom where your spirit learns lessons about peace that your conscious mind has been too busy to receive. Every hour of rest becomes an hour of divine therapy, healing trauma you didn't even know you carried, restoring functions you didn't realize had been damaged, preparing you for a tomorrow that looks nothing like your yesterday. There are people who will be shocked by the change they see in you. There are circumstances that will shift because something fundamental has shifted in you. There are opportunities that will open because healing has positioned you to walk through doors that were previously closed. There are relationships that will be transformed because you're being transformed. There are dreams that will come alive because the dreamer is coming alive. This isn't about becoming someone different. This is about becoming who you really are. When pain isn't defining you, when fear isn't driving you, when wounds aren't limiting you. This is about discovering the person God created you to be before the world convinced you that you were broken beyond repair. The healing that begins tonight doesn't end when you wake up. It becomes a river that flows through your days, refreshing every area of your life it touches. It becomes a foundation that everything else in your life can be built upon. It becomes a testimony that gives hope to others who are where you used to be. It becomes a legacy that outlives your own life and touches generations you'll never meet. Your children, your grandchildren, your community, your world needs you whole. They need the gifts that have been buried under your pain. They need the love that has been locked behind your wounds. They need the strength that has been sleeping under, that has been forged in your weariness. They need the wisdom fire of your suffering. Tonight, healing doesn't just restore you. It releases everything God wants to do through you. Right now, in this very moment, something is shifting in the spiritual atmosphere around you. Angels are moving into position. Healing virtue is being released. The very molecules of air you're breathing are becoming charged with supernatural power. This isn't your imagination. This isn't wishful thinking. This is the reality of what happens when heaven responds to the cry of a heart that's ready to receive. Your body is beginning to remember what it felt like before pain became your constant companion. Your emotions are starting to recall what peace feels like when it's not interrupted by anxiety. Your spirit is awakening to possibilities that trauma convinced you were impossible. Your mind is clearing space for thoughts that serve your healing rather than maintaining your hurt. Tonight, you're not just going to sleep. You're entering into covenant with the God of all comfort, the Father of mercies, the source of every good and perfect gift. You're positioning yourself to receive healing that goes beyond anything medicine can provide. Restoration that surpasses what therapy can accomplish, peace that transcends what circumstances can threaten. The darkness of night becomes a womb where new life is formed in you. The quiet hours become a sanctuary where sacred healing takes place. Your bed becomes an altar where you offer your pain and receive God's peace in return. Your pillow becomes a resting place for thoughts that have been running wild for too long. Your blanket becomes a covering of divine love that protects you while you're vulnerable in sleep. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your invitation to step out of the identity that pain created and step into the identity that love is revealing. This is your opportunity to trade your heaviness for His joy, your mourning for His comfort, your ashes for His beauty. This is your chance to discover that the end of your story is not written by your pain, but by His love. The enemy that has whispered lies over your life for so long is about to discover that he has no authority in this sacred space. Every voice that has told you that healing is not for you, that your situation is hopeless, that your pain is permanent, falls silent in the presence of the one whose voice spoke galaxies into existence. Every fear that has masqueraded as wisdom, every doubt that has disguised itself as realism, every hopelessness that has presented itself as acceptance dissolves like shadows when the light of His love fills the room. You see, there's something the enemy doesn't want you to know about this moment. He doesn't want you to realize that your greatest breakthrough often comes disguised as your deepest exhaustion. He doesn't want you to understand that your moments of complete surrender are actually your moments of greatest power. He doesn't want you to discover that when you stop trying to heal yourself, you create the perfect conditions for God to heal you. Your weariness tonight is not a sign of weakness. It's a white flag of surrender that heaven recognizes as the beginning of victory. Your inability to fight anymore is not defeat. It's the laying down of weapons that were never meant for you to carry in the first place. Your exhaustion with trying to fix yourself is not giving up. It's making space for the only one who has the power to make you truly whole. There's a reason why so many of God's most profound encounters with people happened at night. Jacob wrestled with the angel until daybreak and emerged with a new name and a new destiny. Paul and Silas praised God at midnight in prison and watched chains fall off in the darkness. Mary received the announcement that would change the world while the rest of Nazareth slept. Something about the quiet hours of night creates the perfect atmosphere for heaven to break through. Tonight, you join that sacred company of those who have met God in the darkness and emerged transformed in the light. Tonight, your bedroom becomes as holy as any sanctuary. Tonight, your rest becomes as powerful as any prayer. Tonight, your surrender becomes as mighty as any battle cry. Tonight, you discover that healing doesn't always require you to be strong enough to receive it. Sometimes it requires you to be weak enough to stop resisting it. Your physical body has been sending you signals for months, maybe years, that it's ready for restoration. Those moments when you've felt a strange peace wash over you for no apparent reason, those times when you've caught yourself breathing deeper without trying, those instances when your heart rate has slowed and you felt almost normal for a few precious minutes. Your body has been preparing for this moment, creating pathways for healing that you didn't even know were being constructed. The medical professionals have done what they can with their knowledge and their tools. The counselors have provided insights that have helped you understand your pain. The medications have managed symptoms and given you the strength to keep going. But tonight, we're moving beyond management into miracle territory. We're stepping out of coping and into transformation. We're leaving behind survival mode and entering into abundant life. This doesn't diminish the value of medical care or professional help. God often works through doctors and therapists and medications to bring healing. But He's not limited to those channels. He's not confined to what science understands or what medicine can measure. He operates in dimensions that transcend physical laws and supernatural realm, where impossible things become inevitable. Your healing tonight might be so gentle that you don't immediately recognize it. It might feel like you're simply sleeping more peacefully than you have in months. It might feel like your mind is finally quiet after years of constant noise. It might feel like your body is releasing tension you didn't realize you were holding. Don't discount gentle healing. Some of God's most profound work happens with the whisper rather than the shout. Or your healing might be dramatic and undeniable. You might wake up tomorrow morning and know immediately that something fundamental has changed. Pain that has been your constant companion might be completely gone. Anxiety that has ruled your thoughts might be replaced by an inexplicable peace. Depression that has colored your world gray might lift like fog before the morning sun, revealing a landscape of hope you forgot existed. But whether your healing is gentle or dramatic, partial or complete, physical or emotional or spiritual or all three, it's equally precious to the heart of God. He doesn't have favorites when it comes to how he heals his children. He has only love, endless and creative and perfectly suited to exactly what you need, in exactly the way you need it. Some of you have been praying for healing for so long that you've almost given up believing it will come. You've watched others receive what you've been asking for, and you've wondered why you've been passed over. You've questioned whether you have enough faith, whether you've prayed correctly, whether you've done something to disqualify yourself from God's goodness. Tonight, those questions find their answer in the overwhelming truth that God's love for you is not based on your performance. You haven't been forgotten. You haven't been passed over. You haven't been disqualified. You've been prepared. Every day of waiting has been a day of preparation for this moment. Every prayer that seemed unanswered has been building toward tonight. Every tear you've cried has been creating capacity in your heart to receive the fullness of what love wants to give you. The timing of your healing is not random. It's not late. It's not a consolation prize for having to wait so long. It's perfect timing, orchestrated by perfect love, with perfect wisdom about what you need and when you need it. Tonight is not just when your healing happens to arrive. Tonight is when your healing was always scheduled to arrive. Your story of pain is about to become your testimony of restoration. The chapters that have been written in tears are about to be followed by chapters written in joy. The seasons of drought are about to give way to seasons of abundance. The years that felt stolen are about to be restored with interest. The dreams that died are about to be resurrected with new life and greater purpose than they ever had before. This transformation doesn't happen because you finally become worthy of it. It happens because you've always been worthy of it. And tonight, you're finally ready to receive it. The shift is not in God's heart towards you. His heart has always been full of healing intention for your life. The shift is in your ability to believe that you deserve to be whole, that you're allowed to be happy, that you're permitted to live without the constant weight of pain. Somewhere along the way, you made an agreement with suffering that it could define your identity. You accepted the lie that your pain was punishment for something you did or didn't do. You believed the deception that healing was for other people, but not for you. You embraced the falsehood that your situation was too complicated for even God to untangle. Tonight, every one of those agreements is being cancelled by the blood of Jesus. You are not your pain. You are not your diagnosis. You are not your trauma. You are not your mistakes. You are not your failures. You are not your past. You are God's beloved child, fearfully and wonderfully made, chosen before the foundation of the world, destined for wholeness, created for purpose, designed for joy. That's your true identity, and everything else is just temporary clothing that's about to be stripped away. The healing that comes tonight doesn't just fix what's broken in your life. It reveals what was never broken. Underneath every wound, there's an original design that remains perfect. Beneath every scar, there's beauty that was never damaged. Behind every tear, there's joy that was never diminished. Under every fear, there's love that was never threatened. Tonight, you're not just being repaired, you're being revealed. Your children will grow up knowing a different version of you than the one pain created. Your spouse will rediscover the person they fell in love with before suffering changed your smile. Your friends will witness a transformation that makes them believe in possibilities they had given up on. Your co-workers will see a light in your eyes that wasn't there yesterday. Your community will benefit from gifts that have been buried under your pain for too long. The ripple effects of your healing will touch lives you don't even know. The person who serves you coffee tomorrow morning will feel the peace radiating from you and carry it home to their family. The stranger you pass on the street will be inexplicably encouraged by the joy they see in your face. The cashier at the grocery store will go home and tell their spouse about the customer who seemed to glow with an inner light they couldn't explain. This is how God's healing works. It's never just about the individual who receives it. It's always about the community that benefits from it. It's never just about your personal restoration. It's always about the kingdom impact of your transformation. It's never just about your private miracle. It's always about your public testimony that gives others permission to believe for their own breakthrough. Right now, as you rest in this moment, your nervous system is recalibrating itself to a new normal. Your brain is forming new neural pathways that support healing instead of maintaining trauma responses. Your endocrine system is rebalancing hormones that have been disrupted by chronic stress and pain. Your immune system is redirecting energy from fighting internal battles to supporting optimal function throughout your body. These aren't just biological processes happening randomly. They're orchestrated by the same intelligence that designed your body in the first place. They're guided by the same love that knit you together in your mother's womb. They're empowered by the same Spirit that raised Jesus from the dead and now lives inside you, bringing life to every mortal part of your being. Your sleep tonight becomes a cocoon where metamorphosis takes place. Just as a caterpillar must completely surrender its current form to become a butterfly, you're surrendering the form that pain created to become who love is revealing you to be. The process might be mysterious, but the outcome is guaranteed. You will not emerge from this night unchanged. The darkness outside your window is not empty space. It's pregnant with possibility. It's charged with potential. It's alive with the presence of the one who works all things together for good for those who love him and are called according to his purpose. Every shadow holds the promise of dawn. Every quiet moment holds the potential for breakthrough. Every breath you take holds the power of new life being breathed into every area of your existence. Some of you are feeling something shifting even now as these words wash over your spirit. A lightness where there was heaviness, a softness where there was hardness, a warmth where there was coldness, a hope where there was despair. Don't dismiss these gentle movements as your imagination. They're the first signs of healing beginning to flow through your system like a river that starts as a trickle and becomes a flood. Others of you might not feel anything dramatic yet, and that's perfectly normal. Healing sometimes announces itself with fanfare, and sometimes it works quietly in the background until one day you realize that what used to hurt doesn't hurt anymore. What used to worry you doesn't worry you anymore. What used to seem impossible now seems not only possible but inevitable. Your faith tonight is not measured by how much you feel or how dramatically you experience God's presence. Your faith is measured by your willingness to rest in the truth that God is good, that his love for you is real, that his power to heal is unlimited, and that his timing is perfect. Faith is not a feeling. It's a decision to trust love's intentions for your life, even when circumstances suggest otherwise. The God who never sleeps is working on your behalf while you rest. The God who never grows weary is energizing every cell in your body while you sleep. The God who never forgets is remembering promises over your life that you've forgotten he made. The God who never fails is orchestrating breakthrough in areas where you've accepted failure as final. Tonight, you're not just receiving healing for yourself, you're receiving healing for every generation that comes after you. Trauma that has been passed down through family lines stops with you. Patterns of pain that have repeated for decades end with you. Cycles of dysfunction that have seemed unbreakable are broken through you. Your healing becomes a gift not just to your own life, but to the lives of people who aren't even born yet. This is the power of one person saying yes to God's healing intention. This is the impact of one heart opening to receive what love wants to give. This is the ripple effect of one life being transformed by the touch of divine grace. You are not just being healed for your own sake. You are being healed for the sake of everyone your wholeness will touch. The enemy is terrified of your healing because he knows what you'll become when pain is no longer defining you. He's afraid of the ministry that will flow from your miracle. He's frightened of the hope you'll give to others who are where you used to be. He's panicked about the testimony that will dismantle lies he's told to countless others. Your healing is not just your victory, it's his defeat. But greater is he who is in you than he who is in the world. Greater is the love working for your restoration than any force working against it. Greater is the power available to heal you than any power that has hurt you. Greater is the purpose God has for your life than any plan the enemy has to destroy it. Tonight, you discover just how much greater. Your body is a temple, and tonight, the high priest is entering the Holy of Holies to minister restoration at the deepest levels. Your mind is a garden, and tonight the master gardener is planting seeds of peace and pulling weeds of worry. Your spirit is a lamp, and tonight the light of the world is trimming the wick and refilling the oil so you can shine brighter than you ever thought possible. This is not just a good night's sleep you're about to experience. This is not just a few hours of rest you're about to receive. This is a divine appointment with the God of all healing, the Father of all comfort, the source of all restoration. This is your moment to step out of the story pain wrote and step into the story love is writing. As you prepare to enter into sleep, know that you're entering into partnership with heaven for your healing. Know that you're positioning yourself to receive miracles that have been waiting for this moment of surrender. Know that you're opening your life to possibilities that exceed your wildest dreams and surpass your greatest expectations. The night is no longer your enemy. The darkness is no longer a place of fear. The quiet is no longer filled with worry. Tonight, the night becomes your friend. The darkness becomes your healing chamber, and the quiet becomes the sacred space where God does his most intimate and transformative work in your life. You are loved beyond measure. You are chosen for healing. You are destined for wholeness. You are being transformed by the very presence of God. Tonight, rest in these truths. Tonight, sleep in this love. Tonight, wake up to a new chapter of your story where pain is no longer the main character and healing writes the ending. The atmosphere in your room is changing as we speak. Can you feel it? There's a shift happening that goes beyond the physical air you're breathing. There's a presence filling the space around you that your spirit recognizes, even if your mind can't fully comprehend it. This is what happens when heaven responds to a heart that's finally ready to receive what it's been offering all along. Your breathing is naturally beginning to slow and deepen. Your heart rate is finding its perfect rhythm for healing. Your muscles are releasing tension they've been holding for months, maybe years. This isn't just relaxation. This isn't just your body preparing for sleep. This is your entire being aligning with the frequency of divine restoration. This is your system remembering what it felt like before pain taught it to live in survival mode. There's something happening in your bloodstream right now that no medical test could detect, but that your soul knows is real. Healing compounds are being released that are more powerful than any medication, more targeted than any treatment, more effective than any therapy. These are heaven's prescriptions being filled in the pharmacy of God's love, custom designed for your specific needs, perfectly calibrated for your unique healing journey. Your immune system is receiving supernatural reinforcement tonight. Every white blood cell is being commissioned as an agent of restoration. Every antibody is being equipped with divine intelligence to target exactly what needs to be eliminated from your system. Every healing mechanism in your body is being activated and amplified beyond its natural capacity. This is what happens when the creator of your body takes personal responsibility for its restoration. The pain signals that have been firing constantly in your nervous system are beginning to quiet, not because the underlying issues are being ignored, but because they're being addressed at their source. Healing is flowing to places that medical science hasn't even discovered yet, touching nerve endings that have been screaming for relief, soothing inflammatory responses that have been working overtime, restoring damaged pathways that connect your body's communication systems. Your brain is about to experience something remarkable during your sleep tonight. While you rest, new neural networks are being constructed that support peace instead of anxiety, hope instead of despair, joy instead of depression. Old thought patterns that have kept you trapped in cycles of negative thinking are being gently dismantled and replaced with pathways that lead to life and health and wholeness. The trauma that has been stored in your cellular memory is being released tonight. Every cell in your body has been keeping a record of every hurt, every fear, every moment of overwhelming stress. But tonight, those cellular memories are being rewritten. Tonight, your body is learning a new language of safety, peace, and restoration. Tonight, your cells are being reprogrammed with the original blueprint of perfect health. Your heart, both physical and emotional, is receiving special attention tonight. The physical heart that has been working so hard under the strain of constant stress is being strengthened and renewed. The emotional heart that has been wounded by betrayal, rejection, and loss is being tenderly healed by hands that specialize in mending what seems irreparably broken. Both hearts are being restored to their intended function of being vessels of love rather than reservoirs of pain. There's a cleansing taking place in your system tonight that goes deeper than any detox, more thorough than any medical procedure. Toxins that have accumulated from years of stress, processed emotions, and environmental exposure are being flushed from your system. But more than that, spiritual toxins like unforgiveness, bitterness, hopelessness, and despair are being extracted from the deepest places in your soul. Your digestive system, which has been compromised by stress and anxiety, is being restored to optimal function. The gut-brain connection that has been disrupted by trauma is being re-established with divine precision. Your body is remembering how to process not just food, but life itself in a healthy way. Your ability to digest experiences, absorb nutrients from both meals and moments, and eliminate what doesn't serve you is being completely renewed. The endocrine system that regulates your hormones is receiving a complete recalibration tonight. Cortisol levels that have been elevated by chronic stress are finding their proper balance. Serotonin and dopamine production is being optimized for sustained joy and motivation. Melatonin release is being perfected for deep, restorative sleep. Every hormone in your system is being adjusted to support not just survival, but thriving. Your respiratory system is being freed from the shallow, anxious breathing patterns that have become your norm. Your lungs are expanding to their full capacity for the first time in years. Your diaphragm is releasing tension that has kept you from accessing the deep, cleansing breaths that bring life to every cell. Tonight, every breath becomes a prayer, every exhale a release of what no longer serves you, every inhale an invitation for fresh life to fill you. The skeletal system that has been bearing the weight of not just your body, but your burdens is being strengthened tonight. Bones that have become brittle under stress are being rebuilt with supernatural calcium and divine fortification. Your spine is being realigned not just physically, but spiritually, restored to its intended purpose of keeping you upright and moving forward with confidence and grace. Your muscular system is learning to release chronic tension patterns tonight. Muscles that have been in a constant state of defensive contraction are being taught how to relax completely. Knots of stress that have formed in your shoulders, your neck, your back are being untied by invisible hands that know exactly where you hurt and exactly how to bring relief. The circulatory system that carries life to every part of your body is being cleared of blockages tonight. Not just physical blockages, but emotional ones that have restricted the flow of joy, spiritual ones that have limited the circulation of hope, mental ones that have prevented peace from reaching the places that need it most. Your blood is being purified and energized to carry healing compounds to every organ, every tissue, every cell. Your skin, which has been showing the signs of internal stress through breakouts, premature aging, and lack of healthy glow, is being renewed from the inside out. The largest organ of your body is being restored to its intended function of being a barrier that protects while allowing healthy exchange with your environment. Tonight, your skin begins to reflect the inner healing that's taking place throughout your entire system. The lymphatic system that has been overwhelmed, trying to process the toxins of chronic stress, is being cleared and renewed. Lymph nodes that have been swollen and sluggish are being activated with supernatural efficiency. Your body's drainage system is being optimized to remove not just physical waste, but emotional debris that has been clogging your system for far too long. Your nervous system is receiving the most profound healing tonight. The sympathetic nervous system that has been stuck in fight or flight mode for months or years is finally being allowed to stand down. The parasympathetic nervous system that governs rest, repair, and restoration is being activated with divine authority. Your entire nervous system is being reset to its factory settings of peace, safety, and optimal function. But the healing happening tonight goes beyond the physical. Your emotional body is being restored with the same precision and power. Emotional wounds that have festered for years are being cleaned and dressed with the antiseptic of forgiveness and the bandages of grace. Emotional scars that have limited your ability to love and be loved are being transformed from sources of pain into testimonies of resilience. Your mental faculties that have been clouded by depression, confusion, and overwhelm are being cleared tonight. Cognitive functions that have been impaired by trauma are being restored to their original sharpness. Your ability to think clearly, make decisions confidently, and process information effectively is being renewed. The fog that has surrounded your thoughts is being lifted by the light of divine truth. Your memory bank is being cleaned out tonight. Traumatic memories that have been playing on repeat in your mind are being healed and filed away where they can no longer torment you. False memories that have convinced you of lies about yourself are being corrected by truth. Suppressed memories that need to be processed for healing are being brought forward gently and dealt with compassionately. Your creative faculties that have been buried under pain are being resurrected tonight. The artist, the writer, the musician, the innovator, the dreamer that pain convinced you didn't exist anymore is being awakened. Gifts that have been dormant are being stirred back to life. Talents that have been forgotten are being remembered and restored. The unique contribution you were created to make to this world is being prepared for expression. Your capacity for joy, which has been severely limited by your circumstances, is being expanded tonight. Places in your heart that have been numb are being awakened to feeling again. Your ability to laugh, to celebrate, to find pleasure in simple things is being restored. The part of you that knows how to play, how to be spontaneous, how to embrace life with enthusiasm is being brought back from the dead. Your ability to trust, which has been shattered by betrayal and disappointment, is being carefully rebuilt tonight. Not naive trust that ignores red flags, but mature trust that can discern between safe and unsafe people and situations. Your capacity to be vulnerable again, to open your heart to love again, to risk being hurt, because the alternative of isolation is worse, is being restored. Your sense of purpose, which has been lost in the wilderness of pain, is being clarified tonight. The reason you were born, the contribution you were meant to make, the lives you were destined to touch, are all being revealed with crystal clarity. The confusion about your calling is being replaced with confidence about your mission. The question marks about your future are being replaced with exclamation points about your destiny. Your ability to hope, which has been crushed by repeated disappointments, is being resurrected tonight. Not wishful thinking that ignores reality, but supernatural hope that sees beyond current circumstances to divine possibilities. Your capacity to dream again, to envision a future different from your past, to believe in possibilities that seem impossible, is being restored. Your faith, which has been tested to the breaking point, is being strengthened tonight. Not blind faith that refuses to ask questions, but mature faith that can hold both doubt and belief in tension until understanding comes. Your ability to trust in goodness when circumstances suggest otherwise, to believe in love when evidence points to abandonment, to expect breakthrough when everything looks broken, is being renewed. The identity crisis that has plagued you since pain entered your life is being resolved tonight. The confusion about who you are when you're not defined by your struggles is being cleared up. The authentic self that existed before trauma rewrote your story is being revealed and celebrated. The person God created you to be is emerging from underneath the persona pain created. Your relationships, which have suffered under the weight of your pain, are being prepared for restoration tonight. Not just healing for you, but healing that will overflow into your connections with others. Your capacity to love well, to communicate clearly, to set healthy boundaries, to forgive quickly, to trust appropriately, is all being renewed. The relational skills that pain damaged are being restored and improved. Your financial situation, which has been impacted by your inability to function at full capacity, is being prepared for transformation tonight. Not through magical thinking, but through the restoration of your ability to think clearly, work effectively, make wise decisions, and recognize opportunities. The creativity and problem-solving abilities that will lead to financial breakthrough are being healed tonight. Your living situation, which may have become chaotic or unhealthy during your season of suffering, is being prepared for change tonight. The ability to create and maintain a peaceful, healthy environment for yourself and your family is being restored. The motivation and energy to make necessary changes, to establish healthy routines, to create beauty in your surroundings is being renewed. The dreams you gave up on, when pain convinced you they were impossible, are being resurrected tonight. Not necessarily in the same form you originally imagined, but in forms that are even better than what you originally dreamed. The goals you abandoned when you lost hope are being restored with new energy and clearer direction. The aspirations that seemed foolish in light of your circumstances are being revealed as prophetic glimpses of your healed future. Your ministry to others, which was born from your own pain, but has been hindered by your ongoing struggles, is being prepared for a new level of effectiveness tonight. The compassion you've developed through suffering is being refined into a powerful tool for healing others. The wisdom you've gained through your journey is being packaged for delivery to those who are where you used to be. The generational patterns of dysfunction that have plagued your family line are being broken tonight. Cycles of addiction, abuse, abandonment, anxiety, depression, and despair that have repeated for generations stop with you. Your healing becomes the foundation for a new family legacy of wholeness, health, and hope. Your children and grandchildren will inherit blessing instead of brokenness. The spiritual warfare that has raged around your life because of your destiny is coming to an end tonight. The enemy's assignment against you is being cancelled. The attacks on your health, your relationships, your finances, your peace are being stopped by divine intervention. The protection of heaven is being established over your life in a new and powerful way. Your prayer life, which has been hindered by doubt and disappointment, is being renewed tonight. Your ability to commune with God, to hear His voice clearly, to pray with faith and authority, is being restored. The intimacy with your Creator that pain interfered with is being re-established on a deeper level than you've ever experienced. Your worship, which has been silenced by suffering, is being awakened tonight. Your heart's ability to respond to God's goodness with gratitude, to His presence with adoration, to His love with surrender, is being restored. The songoli from your spirit, that pain saint, is being returned with new verses that tell the story of your miraculous healing. Your testimony, which has been hijacked by shame and embarrassment about your struggles, is being reclaimed tonight. Your story is being reframed from a tale of victimization to a narrative of victory. Your past pain is being transformed from a source of humiliation into a platform for ministry. Your scars are becoming beauty marks that attract others to the healing you found. The timing of this healing is not coincidental. It's not random that you're hearing these words tonight. It's not accidental that you're in this place at this moment. This is a divine appointment orchestrated by love that has been watching and waiting for the perfect moment to break through. This is the appointed time for your restoration, the scheduled hour for your breakthrough, the predetermined moment for your miracle. Every prayer you've prayed, every tear you've cried, every moment you've endured has been leading to this night. Every person who has prayed for you, every act of kindness shown to you, every moment of grace you've received has been building toward this moment of healing. Your breakthrough didn't just happen tonight. It's been in process for years, and tonight is simply when it manifests. The healing you're receiving tonight is not just for your current struggles. It's preventative medicine for future challenges. It's building immunity against attacks that haven't even been launched yet. It's establishing foundations of strength that will support you through whatever life brings. You're not just being healed from what has been. You're being prepared for what's coming. Your future self is already celebrating the healing that's happening right now. The person you'll be a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, is looking back at this moment with deep gratitude. This night becomes a turning point that divides your life into before and after. Everything that comes next in your story is built on the foundation of what God is doing right now. The people who will be impacted by your healing don't even know your name yet. The lives that will be changed by your testimony haven't even been born yet. The miracles that will flow through your restored life haven't even been imagined yet. Your healing tonight is an investment in a future that's bigger than you can conceive and more beautiful than you can imagine. As your breathing deepens and your body relaxes into complete surrender, know that you're not just falling asleep. You're falling into the arms of infinite love. You're not just ending another difficult day, you're beginning the first day of your healed life. You're not just hoping for a better tomorrow, you're stepping into a future that's already been prepared for your wholeness. The last thing your conscious mind needs to know before rest takes over is this simple truth. You are completely, utterly, unconditionally loved. Not because of what you've done or haven't done, not because of how strong your faith is or isn't, not because of how well you've handled your pain or haven't. You are loved because you exist, because you're God's child, because love is who He is, and loving you is what He does. Sleep now in this love, rest now in this peace, heal now in this presence. Wake up tomorrow transformed by a night spent in the healing arms of the one who created you for wholeness, called you to purpose, and will never, ever let you go. Tonight, as your eyelids grow heavy and your body settles into the sacred rhythm of rest, something extraordinary is being set in motion. The very atmosphere around you is being charged with healing energy that operates beyond the limitations of time and space. This isn't just another night of sleep you're entering into. This is a divine laboratory where miracles are manufactured in the quiet hours when the world sleeps but heaven works. Your cellular structure is beginning to respond to frequencies of restoration that science has never been able to measure, but that your body recognizes at the deepest level. Each cell is receiving new instructions, not from damaged DNA or traumatic memory, but from the original blueprint of perfect health that was written into your being before the first wound was ever inflicted, before the first fear was ever planted, before the first tear was ever shed. The healing that begins tonight operates on quantum levels that transcend physical understanding. Subatomic particles within your body are being realigned with the vibrational frequency of wholeness. Energy patterns that have been disrupted by trauma, stress, and illness are being restored to their harmonic resonance with divine health. This is healing that works faster than light, deeper than thought, more comprehensively than any human intervention could ever achieve. Your DNA itself is receiving supernatural editing tonight. Genetic predispositions toward illness are being overridden by genetic expressions of health. Hereditary patterns of dysfunction are being replaced with hereditary patterns of wholeness. The very building blocks of your physical existence are being rewritten by the hand of the one who authored life itself. Generations of family sickness are being stopped at your cellular level. The electromagnetic field that surrounds your body is being purified and strengthened tonight. This energy field, which has been weakened by negative emotions and toxic environments, is being restored to its original protective capacity. Like an invisible shield, it's being programmed to repel harmful influences and attract healing energies. Your personal atmosphere is becoming a sanctuary where only good things can take root and grow. Your brain waves are shifting into patterns that facilitate the deepest levels of healing and restoration. Alpha waves that promote relaxation and creativity are being optimized. Theta waves that govern deep meditation and spiritual connection are being amplified. Delta waves that control regenerative sleep are being perfected. Your brain is becoming a perfectly tuned instrument for receiving and processing divine healing frequencies. The pineal gland, often called the seat of the soul, is being activated tonight with supernatural precision. This small but mighty gland that regulates your circadian rhythms and produces the hormones necessary for deep sleep is being restored to optimal function. More than that, it's being awakened to its spiritual purpose as a receiver of divine communication and a transmitter of healing energy throughout your system. Your chakras, the energy centers that govern different aspects of your physical and spiritual well-being, are being cleansed and balanced tonight. Blocked energy that has prevented the free flow of life force through your system is being cleared. Each energy center is being restored to its proper function, creating a harmonious flow of vitality from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. The meridian lines that carry life energy throughout your body, according to ancient wisdom, are being opened and cleared tonight. Points of blockage where pain and trauma have interrupted the natural flow of healing energy are being dissolved. Acupressure points that have been numb or hypersensitive are being restored to perfect balance. Your body's natural energy highway system is being rebuilt for optimal function. Your aura, the energy field that extends beyond your physical body, is being cleansed of toxic residue tonight. Psychic debris from negative interactions, environmental pollutants from stressful situations, and emotional residue from past traumas are all being removed from your energy field. Your spiritual atmosphere is being purified and protected, creating a bubble of healing energy that goes with you wherever you go. The water content in your body, which comprises over 60% of your being, is being restructured tonight. Just as water can be programmed with positive or negative information, the water molecules in your system are being reprogrammed with healing frequencies. Every cell that contains water is receiving new information about health, vitality, and perfect function. Your body is becoming a vessel of living water that heals from the inside out. Your blood, the river of life that flows through your body, is being purified and energized tonight. Not just cleaned of toxins and waste products, but infused with supernatural life force that carries healing to every organ, every tissue, every cell. Your blood is becoming a delivery system for divine restoration, carrying God's healing power to every corner of your physical being. The fascia, the connective tissue that wraps around every muscle, organ, and structure in your body, is being released from restrictive patterns tonight. This tissue, which holds emotional memory and trauma in its fibers, is being freed from the grip of past pain. As it releases, your entire body is able to move with greater ease, breathe with greater capacity, and function with greater efficiency. Your vagus nerve, the longest cranial nerve that connects your brain to your major organs, is being restored to optimal function tonight. This nerve, which governs your body's rest and digest response, has been compromised by chronic stress and trauma. Tonight, it's being healed and strengthened, allowing your body to remember how to relax completely, digest food properly, and maintain the parasympathetic state necessary for deep healing. The mitochondria, the powerhouses within your cells that produce energy, are being restored and multiplied tonight. These tiny organelles that have been damaged by oxidative stress and toxins are being repaired and revitalized. New mitochondria are being generated to replace those that have been destroyed. Your cellular energy production is being upgraded to support not just survival, but vibrant thriving. Your telomeres, the protective caps on your chromosomes that determine cellular aging, are being lengthened and strengthened tonight. The biological clock that has been accelerated by stress and trauma is being reset to a slower, healthier pace. Your cells are being given new instructions about longevity, vitality, and youthful function that will manifest in increased energy, improved appearance, and enhanced resilience. The stem cells throughout your body are being activated tonight with supernatural intelligence. These master cells that have the ability to become any type of cell your body needs are being directed to areas that require repair and regeneration. They're being programmed with divine wisdom about exactly what type of healing each area requires and exactly how to accomplish it most efficiently. Your microbiome, the community of beneficial bacteria that lives in your digestive system, is being restored to perfect balance tonight. Harmful bacteria that have overgrown due to stress, poor diet, and antibiotic use are being reduced to appropriate levels. Beneficial bacteria that support immune function, mental health, and overall well-being are being strengthened and multiplied. Your gut is becoming a garden of health instead of a battlefield of inflammation. The bioelectric currents that flow through your nervous system are being optimized tonight. Electrical impulses that have been disrupted by trauma and stress are being restored to their proper frequencies. Your body's natural electrical system is being fine-tuned to support perfect communication between your brain and every other part of your body. Signals of pain are being replaced with signals of comfort and well-being. Your body temperature regulation, which has been disrupted by hormonal imbalances and stress, is being restored tonight. Your internal thermostat is being recalibrated to maintain the optimal temperature for healing and comfort. Hot flashes, cold chills, and temperature fluctuations that have made you uncomfortable are being resolved as your system finds its perfect balance point. The pH balance in your body is being restored to optimal alkalinity tonight. Acidic conditions that have been created by stress, poor diet, and negative emotions are being neutralized. Your body is being returned to the slightly alkaline state that supports immune function, energy production, and cellular repair. Disease cannot thrive in this balanced environment, but health flourishes. Your posture and structural alignment are being corrected tonight. Years of carrying emotional weight have created physical compensations in your spine, shoulders, and pelvis. Tonight, these misalignments are being gently corrected as your body remembers its original design for upright, graceful movement. Your skeleton is being restored to its intended configuration for optimal function and minimal pain. The scar tissue that has formed around old injuries, both physical and emotional, is being softened and remodeled tonight. Rigid patterns that have restricted your movement and function are being replaced with healthy, flexible tissue. Old wounds are being transformed from sources of limitation into sources of strength, from places of vulnerability into places of resilience. Your body's natural detoxification systems are being supercharged tonight. Your liver, kidneys, lungs, skin, and lymphatic system are all being enhanced in their ability to eliminate toxins and waste products. But more than that, they're being empowered to eliminate spiritual and emotional toxins that have been poisoning your system for years. A supernatural cleansing is taking place at every level of your being. The regenerative processes that slow down with age and illness are being accelerated tonight. Your body's ability to repair damaged tissue, replace worn-out cells, and restore optimal function is being enhanced beyond its natural capacity. You're receiving an upgrade to your biological software that will continue to operate long after this night of healing is over. Your body's wisdom, which has been overridden by medical interventions and suppressed by pain medications, is being restored tonight. Your innate intelligence about what you need for healing is being reactivated. Your intuition about foods that will nourish you, activities that will strengthen you, and environments that will support you is being sharpened and clarified. The trauma that has been stored in your muscle memory is being released tonight. Your muscles are forgetting the patterns of tension and defense they learned during difficult times. They're being retrained to relax completely, to move with grace and ease, to support your body without strain or effort. Years of accumulated stress are melting away like ice in warm sunlight. Your breathing patterns, which have been shallow and restricted due to anxiety and trauma, are being restored to their natural depth and rhythm tonight. Your diaphragm is being freed from the tension that has kept it locked in a defensive position. Your ribcage is expanding to its full capacity. Your lungs are remembering how to fill completely with life-giving oxygen and release completely with cleansing exhalation. The fight-or-flight response that has been adrenal glands, which have been chronically activated in your nervous system, is finally being deactivated tonight. Your overproducing stress hormones for months or years are being given permission to rest and restore. Your entire stress response system is being reset to its factory settings of calm alertness rather than chronic hypervigilance. Your heart rhythm is being regulated tonight to the perfect cadence for healing and restoration. Heart rate variability, which has been compromised by chronic stress, is being optimized for resilience and adaptability. Your heart is being restored, not just as a physical pump, but as the emotional and spiritual center of your being, capable of giving and receiving love without fear or reservation. The inflammation that has been raging throughout your system is being cooled tonight. Inflammatory markers that have been elevated for months or years are dropping to normal levels. Tissues that have been red, swollen, and painful are being soothed with supernatural anti-inflammatory compounds that work more effectively than any medication ever created. Your joint health is being completely restored tonight. Cartilage that has been worn away by arthritis and overuse is being regenerated. Synovial fluid that lubricates your joints is being replenished and purified. Bone density that has decreased due to age or medication is being restored to youthful levels. Your joints are being returned to their original flexibility, stability, and pain-free function. The autoimmune responses that have turned your body against itself are being corrected tonight. Your immune system is to recognize the being reprogrammed difference between self and non-self with perfect accuracy. Antibodies that have been attacking your own tissues are being deactivated. Your body is remembering how to protect itself without destroying itself in the process. Your vision, which may have been compromised by age, stress, or disease, is being restored tonight. The muscles that control your eye movements are being strengthened and balanced. The lenses of your eyes are being cleared of cloudiness and restored to perfect transparency. Your retinas are being nourished with supernatural nutrients that restore perfect sight. You may wake up seeing the world with new clarity. Your hearing, which may have been damaged by noise exposure, infections, or age, is being healed tonight. The tiny hairs in your inner ear that detect sound waves are being restored to perfect function. The neural pathways that carry auditory information to your brain are being cleared and strengthened. You may wake up hearing sounds you haven't noticed in years. Your sense of taste and smell, which may have been diminished by illness, medication, or age, are being restored tonight. The receptors in your nose and mouth that detect flavors and aromas are being regenerated and sensitized. You may wake up able to taste the sweetness of life and smell the fragrance of hope with new appreciation. Your skin, your body's largest organ, is being completely renewed tonight. Dead cells are being sloughed away and replaced with healthy, vibrant new cells. Wrinkles are being filled in from the inside out with supernatural collagen production. Age spots and blemishes are being erased as your skin remembers its original perfection. You may wake up glowing with an inner radiance that reflects your internal healing. Your hair, which may have been thinning, graying, or falling out due to stress and illness, is being restored tonight. Hair follicles that have been dormant are being reactivated. The pigment cells that give your hair its natural color are being revitalized. Your scalp is being nourished with supernatural nutrients that promote thick, healthy, lustrous hair growth. Your nails, which have been brittle, ridged, or discolored, are being strengthened tonight. The nail beds are being supplied with perfect nutrition for healthy growth. The matrix cells that produce your nails are being restored to optimal function. You may notice that your nails grow stronger, smoother, and more beautiful by stress, age system, which may have been compromised the weeks following this healing. Your reproductive or illness is being restored tonight. Hormonal imbalances are being corrected. Fertility that may have been impaired is being renewed. Sexual function that may have been diminished is being revitalized. Your body is remembering its original design for healthy reproduction and intimate connection. Your digestive system is being completely overhauled tonight. The lining of your stomach and intestines is being healed of ulcers, inflammation, and damage. Your ability to produce the enzymes necessary for proper digestion is being restored. Your body is remembering how to extract maximum nutrition from the foods you eat and eliminate waste products efficiently. Your urinary system is being cleansed and restored tonight. Your kidneys are being enhanced in their ability to filter toxins from your blood and maintain proper fluid balance. Your bladder is being healed of inflammation and restored to normal capacity and function. Any infections or blockages are being cleared away completely. The healing happening in your physical body tonight is creating a foundation for emotional and spiritual restoration that will unfold in the days and weeks to come. As your body heals, your emotions stabilize. As your nervous system calms, your thoughts clarify. As your energy increases, your hope returns. Physical healing becomes the launching pad for total life transformation. Your sleep cycles are being optimized tonight for maximum restoration. The various stages of sleep that your body cycles through are being perfected for healing. Deep sleep stages where physical repair occurs are being lengthened and intensified. REM sleep stages where emotional processing happens are being enhanced for maximum therapeutic benefit. You're receiving the most healing sleep of your entire life. The dreams you have tonight will be infused with healing imagery and messages of hope. Your subconscious mind is being programmed with positive visualizations of your healed future. Nightmares and anxiety dreams that have tormented your sleep are being replaced with dreams of peace, victory, and restoration. Your dream life becomes a continuation of your healing journey. Your circadian rhythms, which may have been disrupted by stress, shift work or illness, are being reset tonight. Your internal clock is being synchronized with the natural cycles of light and darkness. Your body is remembering when to be alert and when to rest, when to produce energy and when to repair and restore. Perfect timing is being restored to all your biological processes. The aging process itself is being slowed and, in some cases, reversed tonight. Cellular damage that has accumulated over years is being repaired. Telomeres that have shortened with age are being lengthened. Your biological age is being reset to a younger, more vital state. You're receiving not just healing, but actual rejuvenation at the cellular level. Your body's ability to maintain homeostasis, the delicate balance necessary for optimal health, is being restored tonight. Systems that have been out of sync are being brought into perfect harmony. Your body is remembering how to self-regulate temperature, pH, blood sugar, blood pressure, and countless other variables without conscious effort on your part. The electromagnetic sensitivity that may have developed from exposure to modern technology is being healed tonight. Your natural bioelectric field is being strengthened to resist harmful electromagnetic frequencies. Your body is being protected from the negative effects of cell phones, computers, and other electronic devices. You're developing natural immunity to the electromagnetic pollution of modern life. Your body's production of natural opioids, the feel-good chemicals that reduce pain and create feelings of well-being, is being optimized tonight. Endorphin production is being increased to natural levels that promote comfort and happiness. Your body is remembering how to create its own pain relief and mood elevation without external substances. The chronic fatigue that has plagued you for months or years is being completely eliminated tonight. Your cellular energy production is being restored to youthful levels. Your body is learning how to create sustainable energy that doesn't require stimulants or crash in the afternoon. You're being prepared to wake up with vitality that carries you through entire days without exhaustion. Your body's natural healing responses are being amplified tonight. When you get a cut, it will heal faster. When you catch a cold, your immune system will clear it more quickly. When you experience stress, your body will return to balance more easily. Your natural resilience and recovery abilities are being enhanced beyond their previous capacity. The cellular communication systems in your body are being upgraded tonight. Cells that haven't been talking to each other properly due to inflammation and toxicity are being reconnected. Your body is remembering how to function as a unified whole rather than a collection of disconnected parts. Perfect coordination is being restored to all your biological systems. Your body's ability to adapt to environmental challenges is being strengthened tonight. Whether it's changes in temperature, altitude, or air quality, your body is being prepared to adjust quickly and maintain optimal function. You're developing the resilience to thrive in any environment rather than just survive. The muscle memory that has kept you locked in patterns of movement that cause pain is being erased tonight. Your muscles are forgetting how to hold chronic tension and remembering how to move with grace and efficiency. Years of compensatory movement patterns are being replaced with natural, pain-free movement. Your flexibility and range of motion are being restored tonight and freed. Muscles that have benumbed are being lengthened and relaxed. Joints that have become stiff and restricted are being loosened tight and shortened. You may wake up able to move in ways you haven't been able to move in years. Your balance and coordination are being optimized tonight. The inner ear structures that control balance are being fine-tuned. The neural pathways that coordinate movement are being strengthened and clarified. You're developing the stability and grace of movement that prevent falls and injuries. Your body's natural detox pathways are being opened and enhanced tonight. Toxins that have been stored in fat cells for years are being released and eliminated. Heavy metals that have accumulated in your tissues are being chelated and removed. Your body is becoming a clean, efficient machine for maintaining optimal health. The pain receptors in your nervous system are being recalibrated tonight. Nerves that have been hypersensitive and firing constantly are being soothed and normalized. Pain signals that have become amplified beyond their protective purpose are being reduced to appropriate levels. Your pain tolerance is being restored to healthy parameters. Your body's natural anti-aging mechanisms are being activated tonight. The production of growth hormone that declines with age is being restored. The cellular repair processes that slow down over time are being accelerated. Your body is receiving a comprehensive anti-aging treatment from the inside out. The structural integrity of your spine is being restored tonight. Vertebrae that have shifted out of alignment are being gently corrected. Discs that have herniated or degenerated are being healed and restored. The natural curves of your spine that support optimal posture and movement are being re-established. Your body's ability to regulate inflammation is being perfected tonight. The inflammatory response that should be acute and temporary is being restored to proper function. Chronic inflammation that has been damaging your tissues for months or years is being resolved. Your body is learning how to heal without creating harmful inflammatory cascades. The hormonal symphony that orchestrates countless functions in your body is being retuned tonight. Each hormone is being adjusted to optimal levels and perfect timing. The delicate interactions between different hormones are being restored to their original harmony. Your endocrine system is becoming a perfectly calibrated instrument of health and vitality. Your body's natural circadian hormone production is being optimized tonight. Cortisol, that should be high in the morning and low at night, is being restored to proper rhythm. Melatonin production is being enhanced for deep, restorative sleep. Growth hormone release during sleep is being maximized for tissue repair and regeneration. The neurotransmitter balance in your brain is being perfected tonight. Serotonin levels that affect mood are being optimized for sustained happiness. Dopamine production that governs motivation is being enhanced for natural drive and ambition. GABA levels that promote calm are being increased for natural anxiety relief. Your body's production of antioxidants, the molecules that protect against cellular damage, is being ramped up tonight. Your natural antioxidant systems are being strengthened to neutralize free radicals more effectively. You're developing internal protection against the oxidative stress that causes aging and disease. The methylation processes in your body that control gene expression are being optimized tonight. Genes that promote health are being turned on, while genes that predispose to illness are being turned off. Your genetic destiny is being rewritten from the inside out through supernatural epigenetic healing. Your body's natural production of stem cells is being increased tonight. These master cells that can become any type of cell your body needs are being generated in greater numbers and directed to areas that need repair. You're receiving a natural stem cell treatment that surpasses anything medical science has developed. The fascia system that connects every part of your body is being restored to perfect tension tonight. This connective tissue network that has become restricted and adhered due to trauma and inactivity is being freed and revitalized. Your body is remembering how to move as one integrated unit rather than a collection of separate parts. Your lymphatic system, your body's drainage network, is being cleared and optimized tonight. Lymph nodes that have been congested are being decongested. Lymphatic vessels that have been sluggish are being energized. Your body's ability to remove waste products and toxins is being enhanced dramatically. The blood-brain barrier that protects your brain from toxins is being strengthened tonight. This crucial protective mechanism that may have been compromised by stress and inflammation is being restored to perfect integrity. Your brain is being shielded from harmful substances while allowing beneficial nutrients to pass through freely. Your body's natural ability to produce collagen, the protein that keeps your skin, joints, and connective tissues strong and flexible, is being restored tonight. Collagen production that declines with age is being ramped up to youthful levels. Your body is being rebuilt from the inside out with supernatural structural proteins. The enzyme systems in your body that facilitate thousands of biochemical reactions are being optimized tonight. Enzymes that have been depleted by poor diet and stress are being replenished. New enzymes are being produced to support enhanced metabolic function. Your body is becoming a perfectly efficient biochemical factory. Your body's natural ability to maintain proper hydration at the cellular level is being restored tonight. Cells that have been dehydrated despite adequate water intake are being rehydrated. The mechanisms that transport water into cells are being repaired and enhanced. Every cell in your body is receiving optimal hydration for perfect function. The electrical conductivity of your nervous system is being optimized tonight. Nerve impulses that have been slowed by inflammation and damage are being restored to lightning-fast transmission. Your reflexes are being sharpened and your coordination enhanced as your nervous system returns to peak performance. Your body's natural production of hyaluronic acid, the molecule that keeps your joints lubricated and your skin plump and hydrated, is being increased tonight. Joints that have become stiff and creaky are being flooded with natural lubrication. Your skin is being hydrated from within for a youthful, radiant appearance. The mitochondrial biogenesis, the process by which your cells create new energy-producing organelles, is being accelerated tonight. You're not just healing damaged mitochondria, you're creating brand new ones. Your cellular energy capacity is being expanded beyond what it has ever been, preparing you for a life of unprecedented vitality. Your body's natural ability to repair DNA damage is being enhanced tonight. The proofreading mechanisms that check for and correct genetic errors are being strengthened. Damaged DNA sequences are being repaired or replaced with perfect copies. Your genetic integrity is being restored at the most fundamental level. The natural killer cells in your immune system that identify and destroy abnormal cells are being activated and enhanced tonight. Your body's surveillance system for detecting and eliminating potential threats is being upgraded to maximum efficiency. You're developing supernatural immunity that protects against illness before it can take hold. Your body's natural production of nitric oxide, the molecule that keeps your blood vessels dilated and your circulation optimal, is being increased tonight. Blood flow to every organ and tissue is being enhanced. Oxygen and nutrient delivery is being optimized, while waste removal is being accelerated. The heat shock proteins in your cells that protect against damage from stress and toxins are being upregulated tonight. Your cells are being equipped with enhanced protective mechanisms that make them more resilient to future challenges. You're developing cellular armor that shields you from the harmful effects of modern life. Your body's natural ability to maintain proper mineral balance is being restored tonight. Electrolytes that have been depleted by stress and poor diet are being replenished. The transport systems that move minerals into cells where they're needed are being repaired and enhanced. Perfect mineral balance is being established throughout your system. The autophagy processes in your cells that clean out damaged components and recycle useful materials are being activated tonight. Your cells are undergoing a supernatural spring cleaning that removes cellular debris and refreshes every component. Like a factory being renovated while it continues to operate, your body is being updated and optimized from the inside out. Your body's natural production of glutathione, often called the master antioxidant, is being dramatically increased tonight. This powerful molecule that protects your cells from oxidative damage and supports detoxification is being manufactured at optimal levels in every cell. Your internal antioxidant defense system is being fortified beyond anything supplements could provide. The proprioceptive system that tells your brain where your body is in space is being recalibrated tonight. Balance issues, clumsiness, and spatial disorientation that may have developed due to inner ear problems or neurological damage are being corrected. Your body is remembering how to navigate the physical world with confidence and grace. Your body's natural circadian production of every hormone and neurotransmitter is being synchronized tonight. The complex timing mechanisms that govern when different chemicals are released in your system are being reset to perfect precision. Your body is becoming a Swiss watch of biochemical timing, with every process occurring at exactly the right moment. The satellite cells in your muscles that are responsible for muscle repair and growth are being activated tonight. These dormant stem cells that can become new muscle tissue are being awakened and directed to areas that need strengthening or repair. Your muscles are being prepared not just for healing, but for enhanced strength and endurance. Your body's natural production of bone morphogenetic proteins, the substances that stimulate bone growth and repair, is being increased tonight. Bones that have become weak or damaged are receiving the biochemical signals they need to rebuild stronger than before. Your skeletal system is being fortified with supernatural bone-building compounds. The neural plasticity of your brain, its ability to form new connections and pathways, is being dramatically enhanced tonight. Brain cells that have been damaged by stress, toxins, or trauma are being repaired or replaced. New neural networks are being formed that support optimal cognitive function, emotional regulation, and spiritual connection. Your body's natural production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, often called miracle grow for the brain, is being upregulated tonight. This protein that supports the growth and survival of brain cells is being produced at levels that promote not just healing, but actual enhancement of mental capacity. Your brain is being prepared for unprecedented clarity and function. The glymphatic system in your brain that clears out metabolic waste during sleep is being supercharged tonight. This recently discovered cleaning system that operates primarily during deep sleep is being enhanced to remove toxins, misfolded proteins, and cellular debris that have accumulated in your brain tissue. Your brain is receiving the deepest cleansing it has ever experienced. Your body's natural ability to produce and utilize ketones, the alternative fuel source that provides clean energy for your brain, is being optimized tonight. Even if you're not following a ketogenic diet, your body is learning how to efficiently produce and use these superior brain fuels. Your mental energy and clarity are being enhanced at the metabolic level. The blood-brain barrier's transport systems that selectively allow beneficial nutrients to reach your brain while blocking harmful substances are being optimized tonight. Essential amino acids, vitamins, minerals, and other brain-supporting compounds are being granted enhanced access to your neural tissue. Your brain is receiving premium nutrition at the cellular level. Your body's natural production of acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter essential for learning and memory, is being restored to optimal levels tonight. Neural pathways that support memory formation, recall, and cognitive processing are being strengthened and enhanced. Your brain is being prepared for improved learning capacity and mental performance. The myelin sheaths that insulate your nerve fibers and allow for rapid transmission of electrical signals are being repaired and enhanced tonight. Damage from inflammation, toxins, or autoimmune processes is being reversed. Your nervous system is being rewired for lightning-fast communication between your brain and every part of your body. Your body's natural production of pregnenolone, often called the grandmother of all hormones, is being restored tonight. This master hormone that serves as the precursor to many other important hormones is being manufactured at optimal levels. Your entire hormonal cascade is being supported from its foundational source. The enzyme systems that metabolize and clear hormones from your body when they're no longer needed are being optimized tonight. Hormonal imbalances caused by poor clearance of used hormones are being corrected. Your body is learning how to maintain perfect hormonal equilibrium through efficient production, utilization, and elimination. Your body's natural circadian production of human growth hormone is being restored to youthful levels tonight. This anti-aging hormone that declines dramatically after age 30 is being produced at levels that support tissue repair, muscle growth, fat burning, and cellular regeneration. You're receiving nature's most powerful anti-aging treatment. The insulin sensitivity of your cells is being restored tonight. Cells that have become resistant to insulin due to chronic stress, poor diet, or inflammation are being resensitized. Your body is remembering how to efficiently utilize glucose for energy while maintaining stable blood sugar levels. Metabolic dysfunction is being corrected at the cellular level. Your body's natural production of adiponectin, the hormone that regulates glucose levels and fatty acid breakdown, is being optimized tonight. This beneficial hormone that decreases with obesity and insulin resistance is being restored to healthy levels. Your metabolism is being reset for efficient fat burning and sustained energy. The leptin signaling in your brain that controls hunger and satiety is being recalibrated tonight. Leptin resistance that may have developed due to inflammation or poor diet is being reversed. Your brain is remembering how to accurately sense when you're full and when you need nourishment. Natural appetite regulation is being restored. Your body's natural production of thyroid hormones is being balanced tonight. Whether your thyroid has been overactive or underactive, it's being restored to perfect function. The conversion of inactive T4 hormone to active T3 hormone is being optimized in your tissues. Your metabolic thermostat is being set to the perfect temperature for optimal energy and weight management. The adrenal glands that have been exhausted by chronic stress are being completely restored tonight. Cortisol production that has been either too high or too low is being normalized to healthy circadian rhythms. Your stress response system is being reset to appropriate reactivity that protects without causing damage. Your body's natural production of sex hormones is being balanced regardless of your age tonight. Testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone levels are being optimized for your individual needs. The symptoms of hormonal decline that have affected your energy, mood, and vitality are being reversed through supernatural endocrine restoration. The neurotransmitter-producing bacteria in your gut are being restored to optimal populations tonight. These beneficial microbes that manufacture serotonin, GABA, and other mood-regulating chemicals in your intestines are being strengthened and multiplied. Your gut-brain axis is being restored to perfect communication and cooperation. Your body's natural production of short-chain fatty acids, the beneficial compounds produced by healthy gut bacteria, is being enhanced tonight. These healing molecules that reduce inflammation, support immune function, and nourish your intestinal lining are being manufactured at optimal levels. Your digestive system is becoming a pharmacy of healing compounds. The tight junctions between the cells lining your intestinal wall are being restored tonight. Leaky gut syndrome that has allowed harmful substances to enter your bloodstream is being healed. Your intestinal barrier is being rebuilt to allow beneficial nutrients through while keeping toxins and pathogens out. Your body's natural production of digestive enzymes is being restored to youthful levels tonight. Enzyme deficiencies that have caused bloating, gas, and poor nutrient absorption are being corrected. Your digestive system is being equipped with all the tools it needs to break down food completely and extract maximum nutrition. The vagal tone of your parasympathetic nervous system is being optimized tonight. This crucial nerve pathway that controls your rest and digest response has been damaged by chronic stress and trauma. Tonight, it's being healed and strengthened, allowing your body to enter deep states of relaxation and restoration. Your body's natural production of nitric oxide in your blood vessels is being enhanced tonight. This important signaling molecule that keeps your arteries dilated and your blood pressure normal is being manufactured at optimal levels. Your cardiovascular system is being restored to youthful flexibility and function. The endothelial cells that line your blood vessels are being repaired and regenerated tonight, Damage from inflammation, oxidative stress, and high blood pressure is being reversed. Your arteries are being restored to smooth, flexible tubes that allow blood to flow freely and efficiently to every organ and tissue. Your heart's natural pacemaker system is being fine-tuned tonight. The electrical conduction system that coordinates your heartbeat is being optimized for perfect rhythm and efficiency. Irregularities that may have developed due to stress, mineral deficiencies, or damage are being corrected. Your heart is being restored to its natural, steady rhythm of life. The heart rate variability that indicates a healthy, adaptable cardiovascular system is being optimized tonight. Your heart is being restored to the ability to speed up and slow down appropriately in response to activity and rest. This crucial marker of cardiovascular health and resilience is being enhanced beyond its previous capacity. Your body's natural production of CoQ10, the essential compound that powers your cellular energy production, is being increased tonight. This vital nutrient that declines with age and is depleted by certain medications is being restored to youthful levels in every cell. Your energy production is being upgraded at the most fundamental level. The cellular membrane integrity throughout your body is being restored tonight. Cell membranes that have become rigid and dysfunctional due to oxidative damage and poor nutrition are being repaired with healthy fats and protective compounds. Every cell is being given a new, flexible boundary that allows optimal nutrient exchange. Your body's natural production of phosphatidylserine, the phospholipid essential for brain cell membrane function, is being enhanced tonight. This crucial compound that supports memory, cognition, and stress response is being manufactured at levels that optimize brain performance. Your neural membranes are being rebuilt for maximum efficiency. The synaptic connections between your brain cells are being strengthened and optimized tonight. Neural pathways that have been weakened by stress, toxins, or disuse are being reinforced. New synaptic connections are being formed to support enhanced cognitive function, emotional regulation, and spiritual awareness. Your brain's natural production of new neurons, a process called neurogenesis, is being activated tonight. In areas of your brain where new cell formation has slowed or stopped, fresh neurons are being generated to replace damaged ones and enhance function. Your brain is literally being renewed with new cells designed for optimal performance. The white matter tracts in your brain that connect different regions are being repaired and enhanced tonight. These crucial communication highways that have been damaged by inflammation or trauma are being rebuilt for faster, more efficient transmission of information between brain areas. Your brain's default mode network, the system that operates when you're at rest, is being optimized tonight. This network that's been disrupted by anxiety, depression, and trauma is being restored to healthy function. Your brain is learning how to rest peacefully without rumination or worry. The prefrontal cortex, your brain's executive center responsible for decision-making and emotional regulation, is being strengthened tonight. Areas that have been overwhelmed by chronic stress are being restored to optimal function. Your ability to think clearly, make wise decisions, and regulate your emotions is being enhanced. Your hippocampus, the brain region crucial for memory formation and stress regulation, is being healed and regenerated tonight. Damage from chronic cortisol exposure is being reversed. New cells are being generated to restore your capacity for learning, memory, and resilience. The amygdala, your brain's alarm system that has been hyperactivated by trauma and chronic stress, is being calmed and regulated tonight. This region is being restored to appropriate sensitivity that can detect real threats without creating false alarms. Your fear response is being recalibrated to healthy parameters. Your brain's production of BDNF, the growth factor that supports neural health and plasticity, is being dramatically increased tonight. This protein that acts like fertilizer for your brain cells is being produced at levels that support not just healing, but actual enhancement of cognitive abilities. The glial cells in your brain that support and protect your neurons are being activated and enhanced tonight. These often overlooked cells that maintain brain health are being optimized for maximum support of neural function. Your brain is receiving the best possible care from its internal support system. Your brain's natural production of endorphins, your body's natural painkillers and mood elevators, is being restored to optimal levels tonight. The euphoria and pain relief that these natural opioids provide are being made available to you without external substances. Your brain is remembering how to create its own natural high. The reward pathways in your brain that have been hijacked by addictive substances or behaviors are being restored tonight. Dopamine receptors that have been desensitized are being resensitized to natural rewards. Your brain is learning how to find pleasure and motivation in healthy activities and relationships. Your brain's circadian clock, located in the suprachiasmatic nucleus, is being reset to perfect timing tonight. This master clock that coordinates all your biological rhythms with the day-night cycle is being synchronized for optimal sleep-wake cycles and hormonal timing. The blood flow to your brain is being optimized tonight. Cerebral circulation that may have been compromised by stress, inflammation, or vascular damage is being restored. Fresh oxygen. Rich blood is flowing to every region of your brain, nourishing neurons that have been starved of proper circulation. Areas that have felt foggy or sluggish are being flooded with vitality and renewed function. Your brain's natural detoxification system is working overtime tonight. The cerebrospinal fluid that bathes your brain and spinal cord is being refreshed and purified. Toxic metabolites that have accumulated in your neural tissue are being washed away like debris being cleared from a riverbed after a healing rain. The neurotransmitter recycling systems in your brain are being optimized tonight. Chemicals that should be reabsorbed and reused for efficient brain function are being processed with perfect precision. Nothing is wasted. Everything is conserved and utilized for maximum neural efficiency. Your brain's energy metabolism is being upgraded tonight. The glucose utilization that powers your thoughts and emotions is being optimized for sustained mental energy without crashes or fatigue. Your brain is learning how to run like a perfectly tuned engine that never runs out of fuel. The protective antioxidant systems in your brain are being strengthened tonight. Free radicals that cause neural damage and aging are being neutralized by enhanced internal antioxidant production. Your brain is being shielded from oxidative stress by its own supernatural defense mechanisms. Your brain's ability to form new memories while consolidating old ones is being perfected tonight. The delicate balance between remembering what serves you and releasing what hurts you is being restored. Traumatic memories are being processed and filed away where they can inform without tormenting, while beautiful memories are being enhanced and preserved with crystal clarity. The emotional regulation centers in your brain are being recalibrated tonight. Areas that have been overwhelmed by intense emotions are being cooled and balanced. Your capacity to feel deeply without being overwhelmed, to experience the full spectrum of human emotion without being controlled by any single feeling, is being restored. Your brain's pattern recognition systems are being enhanced tonight. The ability to see connections, recognize opportunities, and understand complex relationships is being upgraded. Your intuition is being sharpened to supernatural levels of accuracy and insight. The creative centers in your brain that may have been suppressed by trauma and stress are being reactivated tonight. Neural pathways that support imagination, innovation, and artistic expression are being cleared and energized. The artist, writer, musician, inventor, or visionary within you is being awakened from a long sleep. Your brain's language centers are being optimized tonight. Whether you've struggled with communication due to trauma, learning differences, or neurological damage, these areas are being healed and enhanced. Your ability to express yourself clearly and understand others deeply is being restored. The social cognition networks in your brain that help you understand and connect with others are being refined tonight. Mirror neurons that allow you to empathize and relate are being activated. Your capacity for healthy relationships and meaningful connection is being enhanced at the neurological level. Your brain's executive function, the CEO-like abilities that help you plan, organize, and execute goals, is being strengthened tonight. Areas that have been scattered by overwhelm are being focused and clarified. Your ability to set priorities, make decisions, and follow through on commitments is being restored to peak performance. The sensory processing areas of your brain are being fine-tuned tonight, whether you've been oversensitive or undersensitive to light, sound, touch, or other stimuli. These systems are being balanced. Your nervous system is learning how to process sensory information without being overwhelmed or underwhelmed. Your brain's time perception mechanisms are being restored tonight. The sense that time is either dragging or flying by uncontrollably is being replaced with a healthy relationship to time's passage. You're developing the ability to be present in moments while also planning wisely for the future. The motivation and drive centers in your brain are being rekindled tonight. Areas that have been dampened by depression or trauma are being reignited with purpose and passion. Your natural enthusiasm for life and goals is being restored to levels you may have forgotten you possessed. Your brain's stress response system is being recalibrated tonight. The hair trigger reactions that have kept you in constant fight-or-flight mode are being adjusted to appropriate sensitivity levels. You're developing the ability to respond to real threats while remaining calm in everyday situations. The pain processing centers in your brain are being reset tonight. Neural pathways that have amplified pain signals beyond their protective purpose are being calmed and normalized. Your brain is learning how to interpret pain signals accurately without creating suffering where healing is possible. Your brain's sleep regulation centers are being optimized tonight for the most restorative rest of your life. The areas that control when you feel tired and when you feel alert are being synchronized with natural rhythms. Your brain is being programmed for deep, healing sleep that leaves you refreshed and renewed. The habit formation and breaking systems in your brain are being rewired tonight. Neural pathways that have locked you into destructive patterns are being dissolved, while new pathways that support healthy habits are being strengthened. Your brain is being restructured for automatic behaviors that serve your healing and growth. Your brain's reward prediction systems are being recalibrated tonight. The mechanisms that determine what you find pleasurable and motivating are being reset to value things that truly nourish your soul. You're developing a natural attraction to people, activities, and choices that support your highest good. The spiritual awareness centers in your brain are being activated tonight. Areas associated with transcendent experiences, divine connection, and expanded consciousness are being awakened. Your capacity to sense the sacred, receive spiritual insights, and commune with the divine is being enhanced beyond anything you've previously experienced. Your brain's integration systems that coordinate between different regions are being optimized tonight. The communication networks that allow your logical mind and intuitive wisdom to work together are being strengthened. You're developing the ability to access both analytical thinking and spiritual knowing simultaneously. The neuroplasticity that allows your brain to continue growing and changing throughout your life is being maximized tonight. Age-related decline in mental flexibility is being reversed. Your brain is being restored to a youthful state of adaptability and continuous learning capacity. Your brain's production of new blood vessels, a process called angiogenesis, is being enhanced tonight. Areas that have been poorly supplied with oxygen and nutrients are receiving new vascular networks. Every region of your brain is being ensured adequate blood flow for optimal function. The white matter integrity throughout your brain is being restored tonight. The insulation around nerve fibers that has been damaged by inflammation or aging is being repaired and strengthened. Information transmission between brain regions is being optimized for lightning-fast processing. Your brain's natural production of nerve growth factor is being increased tonight. This protein that supports the survival and growth of neurons is being manufactured at levels that promote not just healing, but actual enhancement of brain capacity. Your neural networks are being expanded and strengthened. The brain-derived neurotrophic factor production in your hippocampus is being specifically targeted tonight. This region, crucial for memory and emotional regulation, is receiving concentrated healing attention. Your ability to form new memories while processing old ones is being perfected. Your brain's natural opioid receptors are being restored to optimal sensitivity tonight. The capacity to experience natural pleasure, comfort, and pain relief through your body's own endorphin system is being enhanced. You're developing the ability to feel naturally good without external substances. The dopamine pathways in your brain that govern motivation and pleasure are being recalibrated tonight. Receptors that have been either overstimulated or understimulated are being restored to perfect sensitivity. Your natural drive and enjoyment of life are being rekindled at the neurochemical level. Your brain's serotonin production and utilization systems are being optimized tonight. The neurotransmitter that governs mood, sleep, and overall well-being is being manufactured and utilized with perfect efficiency. Natural contentment and emotional stability are being restored as your birthright. The GABA production in your brain that promotes calm and relaxation is being enhanced tonight. This natural anti-anxiety new levels that provide a neurotransmitter is being manufactured at sustained peace without sedation. Your nervous system is learning how to be naturally calm and alert simultaneously. Your brain's acetylcholine systems that support focus and learning are being strengthened tonight. Attention that has been scattered by trauma or overwhelm is being gathered and concentrated. Your ability to focus deeply on what matters while filtering out distractions is being enhanced. The norepinephrine balance in your brain is being perfected tonight. This neurotransmitter that affects attention and arousal is being regulated for optimal alertness without anxiety. You're developing the ability to be energetically engaged with life while maintaining inner calm. Your brain's histamine regulation is being optimized tonight. Sleep-wake cycles that have been disrupted are being restored to natural rhythms. Allergic responses that may have affected your brain function are being calmed and normalized. The oxytocin production and receptor sensitivity in your brain are being enhanced tonight. This hormone of connection and trust is being optimized for healthy bonding and social engagement. Your capacity for love, trust, and meaningful relationships is being restored at the neurochemical level. Your brain's vasopressin systems that affect memory consolidation and emotional bonding are being balanced tonight. The ability to form lasting memories of positive experiences while releasing the emotional charge of negative ones is being perfected. The endocannabinoid system in your brain that regulates mood, memory, and pain perception is being optimized tonight. These natural compounds that promote balance and well-being are being produced at levels that support optimal neural function without any external substances. Your brain's adenosine clearance systems are being enhanced tonight. This compound that accumulates during wakefulness and promotes sleepiness is being processed more efficiently. Your natural sleep-wake cycles are being restored to perfect timing and intensity. The melatonin production in your pineal gland is being optimized for the deepest, most restorative sleep of your life tonight. This natural sleep hormone is being manufactured with perfect timing and dosage for your individual needs. Your sleep is being transformed into a powerful healing experience. Your brain's natural clock genes that regulate circadian rhythms are being reset tonight. The molecular mechanisms that keep your biological processes synchronized with the day-night cycle are being restored to perfect timing. Every aspect of your physiology is being coordinated for optimal health. The temperature regulation centers in your brain are being calibrated tonight. Your body's thermostat is being set for perfect comfort and optimal function. The hot flashes, cold chills, and temperature dysregulation that may have plagued you are being resolved. Your brain's appetite regulation centers are being restored to natural function tonight. The complex interplay of hormones and neurotransmitters that control hunger and satiety is being rebalanced. Your relationship with food is being healed at the neurological level. The stress hormone regulation in your brain is being perfected tonight. The hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis that has been dysregulated by chronic stress is being restored to appropriate responsiveness. Your stress response is being recalibrated for protection without damage. Your brain's natural detoxification during sleep is being supercharged tonight. The glymphatic system that clears metabolic waste from your brain tissue is being enhanced for maximum cleaning efficiency. Years of accumulated toxins are being washed away while you rest. The neuroinflammation that has been damaging your brain tissue is being completely resolved tonight. Inflammatory molecules that have created brain fog, mood disorders, and cognitive decline are being neutralized and eliminated. Your brain tissue is being restored to a state of perfect health. Your brain's natural antioxidant production is being ramped up tonight. Free radical damage that has accelerated aging and dysfunction in your neural tissue is being repaired and prevented. Your brain is being protected by its own supernatural defense system. The blood-brain barrier that protects your neural tissue from toxins is being strengthened tonight. This crucial protective mechanism is being restored to perfect selectivity, allowing beneficial nutrients through while blocking harmful substances. Your brain's glucose metabolism is being optimized tonight for sustained mental energy. The fuel delivery system that powers your thoughts and emotions is being upgraded for maximum efficiency and endurance. Mental fatigue and brain fog are being eliminated at the metabolic level. The oxygen utilization in your brain tissue is being enhanced tonight. Every neuron is receiving optimal oxygenation for peak performance. Areas that have been starved of oxygen due to poor circulation are being revitalized with life-giving breath. Your brain's electrical activity is being harmonized tonight. Brainwave patterns that have been chaotic or unbalanced are being restored to coherent, healing frequencies. Your neural networks are synchronizing into patterns that support optimal function and spiritual awareness. The magnetic field generated by your brain is being optimized tonight. This bioelectric phenomenon that affects your consciousness and perception is being calibrated for enhanced intuition and spiritual sensitivity. Your brain is being tuned to receive and transmit on higher frequencies. Your brain's quantum processes that operate at the subatomic level are being aligned tonight. Consciousness itself is being fine-tuned for expanded awareness and deeper connection to universal intelligence. Your mind is being prepared for experiences that transcend ordinary perception. As these profound changes occur in your brain, your entire nervous system is being transformed. Nerve pathways throughout your body that have carried signals of pain, fear, and dysfunction are being rewired to carry messages of comfort, peace, and perfect health. Your spinal cord, the central highway of your nervous system, is being healed and restored tonight. Any damage from injury, inflammation, or degeneration is being reversed. Communication between your brain and body is being restored to perfect clarity and speed. The peripheral nerves that carry sensation and motor control to every part of your body are being regenerated tonight. Numbness, tingling, weakness, and pain that may have affected your extremities are being resolved as healthy nerve function is restored. Your autonomic nervous system that controls unconscious functions like heartbeat, breathing, and digestion is being rebalanced tonight. The sympathetic and parasympathetic branches are being restored to perfect cooperation, allowing your body to respond appropriately to both activity and rest. The cranial nerves that control your senses and facial functions are being optimized tonight. Vision, hearing, taste, smell, and facial movement are all being enhanced as these crucial nerve pathways are healed and strengthened. Your reflexes that have been diminished by age, injury, or illness are being restored tonight. The lightning-fast responses that protect your body from harm are being rebuilt stronger and faster than before. Your body is remembering how to react instantly to keep you safe. The nerve conduction velocity throughout your system is being enhanced tonight. Electrical impulses that have been slowed by damage or inflammation are being restored to optimal speed. Your nervous system is becoming a superconductor of healing energy and vital information. The myelin sheaths that insulate your nerve fibers are being regenerated tonight. This protective coating that has been damaged by autoimmune processes, toxins, or trauma is being rebuilt with supernatural precision. Your neural transmission is being restored to maximum efficiency. Your neuromuscular junctions, where nerves meet muscles, are being optimized tonight. The chemical communication at these crucial connection points is being perfected for smooth, coordinated movement. Muscle weakness and coordination problems are being resolved at their source. The sensory nerve endings throughout your body are being recalibrated tonight. Hypersensitivity that has made touch painful is being normalized. Numbness that has blocked sensation is being resolved. Your ability to feel appropriate sensation without pain is being restored. Your proprioceptive nerves that tell your brain where your body is in space are being fine-tuned tonight. Balance problems and spatial disorientation are being corrected as these crucial sensing systems are restored to perfect function. The nerve growth factors throughout your system are being increased tonight. These proteins that support nerve health and regeneration are being produced at levels that promote not just healing, but actual enhancement of nervous system function. Your entire nervous system is being integrated into perfect harmony tonight. Every nerve, every pathway, every connection is being optimized to work in seamless cooperation. Your body is becoming a perfectly coordinated instrument of healing and vitality. The moment has arrived. Your body knows what to do now. Your spirit recognizes the frequency of restoration that surrounds you. Every cell has received its new instructions. Every system has been recalibrated for perfect function. The healing that began when you first opened your heart to receive is now complete, woven into the very fabric of your being. As you surrender to sleep, you're not just closing your eyes on another day. You're awakening to the person you were always meant to be. The pain that defined yesterday dissolves in the presence of the love that defines your tomorrow. Rest now, beloved child. Wake up whole.